We are going through a transformational change in the banking, the way we are connecting with the people.
Right.
Very rapid digitization has happened over the period, and because of that, now banking system is integrated with various other ecosystem partners. Like we have multiple cloud connections, we have integrations with various other outsourced partners. We also have various other communications with peer organizations, and all this thing is actually exposing us to various different type of risks.
AI in security, a revolutionary game changer or just a buzzword bingo?
Recent AI developments have definitely given major milestone kind of actually move for the humanity, and it is going to impact each and every life. Only thing is that it will have double-edged kind of impact. Threat actors will be utilizing it, make some kind of cyber frauds.
Hi, you're watching The Mainstream. I'm Simran Shiwalkar, your host for today, and this is an exclusive dialogue brought to you by SailPoint in collaboration with The Mainstream. Well, today we are going to be deep diving into one of the critical focus of the decade, cybersecurity in BFSI, technologies powering trust, compliance, and resilience. I'm more than thrilled to have me joined by Mr. Kuldeep Pal, one of the most well-known industry leaders in the BFSI sector. Firstly, Mr. Pal, thank you so much for joining us and being a part of this dialogue.
Thank you very much, madam, and I thank Mainstream and SailPoint team for having me here. Thank you.
Absolutely. Let me take a moment to share a few things about Mr. Pal. To begin with, he is the Deputy General Manager and Chief Information Security Officer at Bank of India. With more than 23 years of experience, transformative experience across banking, information security and IT, he holds global recognized certifications including CISA and CISM as well. In his current role, Mr. Pal spearheads the bank's cybersecurity strategy, governance and risk management initiatives as well. I'm more than thrilled to lead this dialogue with him, understand the industry trends, his challenges as well. So without any further ado, let's begin. Mr. Pal, let's start with the bigger picture first. Today we are hearing a lot about AI, digital transformation, especially when we talk about banking. Can you tell us a little bit about what are the pressing points today, especially with AI coming into the picture?
Thank you, madam. As far as this particular area is concerned, we are going through a transformational change in the banking, the way we are connecting with the people.
Right.
Very rapid digitization has happened over the period, and because of that, now banking system is integrated with various other ecosystem partners. Like we have multiple cloud connections, we have integrations with various other outsourced partners. We also have various other communications with peer organizations, and all this thing is actually exposing us to various different type of risks.
Right.
And the threat actually exposure that banks are actually now exposed to, that is increasing a lot, and it requires a very thorough analysis and very proactive approach to handle all such risks in the environment. And if we see, so many new things are coming, especially in the form of artificial intelligence that we are seeing in today in our environment. It is also some kind of a double-edged sword. Although it is also trying to help us proactively identifying, detecting the threats, but at the same time, the threat actors, who
Right.
they are also using it for various malicious purposes. So that is the challenge that we are facing, how to actually have a secure environment and we provide secure services to our customers.
Absolutely. Taking cues from what you just said, the threat actors are also getting more and more complicated, especially with artificial intelligence. I want to understand from you, with a lot of limited resources, what is your take as a leader when we talk about identity security in today's day and age?
As far as, madam, yes, that is very true that we have limited resources, and when we have to prioritize, what we have to prioritize is that how we can reduce the risk and its impact.
Correct.
And there, identity related actually controls are very, very important because it is giving us multiple benefits.
Right.
At the same time, it is actually reducing our threat surface. Also, it is helping us in meeting the compliance requirements.
Correct.
and also its importance will be more if it is transparent to the users.
Right.
It is not destroying the customer experience.
Right.
So that is how actually we have to see that we have to identify various identities in the environment, and it is not just limited to users. We have so many other system identities also in the environment. How to identify it, how to actually account for each system and other element is very, very important.
Right.
And there we require some good solutions who are able to help us in this particular area, because the context and this requirements etc. are evolving in the environment. They are very, very dynamic. It is not static, and keeping track of it in the live environment like big organization like us is really, really challenging, and there we definitely require some good technical solutions to meet that.
You spoke about a very critical thing today. A lot of threat actors are getting more and more complicated, especially with AI coming into the picture. How do you then prioritize which cybersecurity initiative should be pushed further when we talk about banking today as a leader?
Madam, there are so many controls in the environment that we work with. We need to see those controls which are having multiple impacts in the environment. We prioritize that. Actually, if we see the security is in the detail, we should have proper inventory of our assets in the environment and who are the users or who are accessing it. So we should have proper details with regard to that. And organizations like us, which are very, very big, the environment is evolving. So definitely it requires regular efforts. We have to keep on updating our records. Then only we can address those challenges. The good part is that now newer technologies in the form of AI, etc. are helping us. We have so many good solutions which are able to define the policies themselves.
Right.
Through machine learning and AI related capabilities. So with these technologies, we can actually see that whatever controls we are having, they are getting fine-tuned over the period.
Absolutely. And then comes the question of customer experience. How do you deliver a seamless customer experience while keeping security in check?
Definitely, madam, what is our understanding is that security is better served when it is transparent to the user.
Right.
Users want security, but at the same time, it should not disturb the experience for the customer. And there also we have ensured that whatever controls we are putting in place, they are risk-based and they are adaptive in nature. And also we need to understand that actually all transactions are not suspicious one. We have to understand the context of the transaction and also the intent of the user. And there we need to have to identify certain patterns which are common for any malicious access. At the same time, we need to understand the context. If some transaction is happening in the normal working hours, that is different from the transaction that is happening late in the night. If a customer is trying to access my application from his native place or from where he has already done multiple transactions, and the one which is done from the very remote location, not at all related with customer, then definitely the context has changed and definitely it is increasing the risk. So we have to identify those patterns in the customer transaction behavior, and based on that we have to ask additional questions. So there we try to see all those background information and the context while we throw additional challenges to the user. So normal transaction will be very, very smooth for the customer, but if there is any change, definitely we seek additional confirmation from the user before we allow any transaction. So that is how we are trying to actually manage this balance between the customer experience and the security of the customer.
Thank you so much for answering that, which brings me to my next question. We talk about personalized experience today in banking with a lot of transactions being available at the tip of your fingers. How can banks strike the right balance when we talk about convenience, we talk about security, and then there is AI?
The approach that we at banks are taking is that we try to strengthen our back-end processing and related to fraud analysis and alert mechanism for our customers. So there we are getting good feed from side of different our threat intel service providers. Even government has taken many good initiatives. There they are especially Department of Telecommunication. They are sharing with us the suspected mobile numbers of fraudsters, and we try to analyze all such threat intel and see that we are able to either block or give timely alerts to our customers if any such fraudulent transactions are happening. So the objective is that we do the heavy processing in the back end while giving our customers a smooth transaction experience in the front.
So, to put it very simply, while the customers at the forefront are enjoying their UPI transactions, there's a lot of hard work going at the back end, a lot of efforts that are being put up from a security perspective. Would it be safe to say so?
Yeah, definitely. That is the whole actually effort and approach from our side, that even if there is some fraud happened, how we are able to proactively stop it, or even if we are not able to stop, at least we ensure that if customer has approached any bank, we are able to see that the funds are not parted. And even if it has gone outside the bank's purview, the government has come up with very good initiative that wherein all such financial institutions are part of, and we keep on actually forwarding the leads to the other financial institution where the money has gone,
Right.
so that if it is there in the financial ecosystem, the funds are blocked and it can be subsequently reverted to the customer.
Superb. Thank you so much, Mr. Pal, for sharing your incredible insights from an industry perspective as well. But before we wrap up, I also have a couple of rapid fire questions for you. Are you ready?
Yeah, sure.
All right, let's go. One word that describes your approach as a leader today.
I would say proactive.
Okay. One skill you think every cybersecurity leader should have and no shortcuts involved.
I would say, madam, the God is in detail. So we have to go into the depth and understand our environment and the controls, because whatever effectiveness the control is having on ground, that is the real security.
Absolutely. Cloud adoption must have, or you think is it overhyped?
Madam, that is a really important tool in the overall armor of an organization. It is offering very important leverages for the organization because there is very less stat to bring any asset which is in cloud in the production. Also, the smaller organizations which cannot actually have that kind of capital budgets in their wallet, they can also start rolling out services to their customers. So I would say advantages definitely it is giving, and at the same time risks are also there. So it is an important tool and we should use it where it is fitting our requirements.
Superb. AI in security, a revolutionary game changer or just a buzzword bingo?
I would say, madam, this recent AI developments have definitely given major milestone kind of actually a move for the humanity, and it is going to impact each and every life. Only thing is that it will have double-edged kind of impact. Threat actors will be utilizing it, make some kind of cyber frauds or something like that. But at the same time, we also have to use that technological development to our favor to proactively stop such kind of things.
Absolutely. And lastly, if not for the world of technology, what would you be doing?
Whatever I am doing, that is actually my core interest area, my, I would say, hobby as well. So whatever I will be doing, it will be around this area only.
Fantastic. Mr. Pal, thank you so much. That was a lovely round of rapid fire as well. And thank you so much for joining me for this dialogue once again. While we wrap up, I most certainly look forward to connect with you again.
Thank you.
Thank
Thanks.
you so much.